G'day battlers, and today we're doing some Fusion Cup battles up against two fellow Aussies, Final Flash 218 and then Gravy FC later on. Now I've got a terrible lead matchup here with Probopass versus that shiny Poliwrath, so we switch out into Shiftry. We should have probably switched out a bit earlier. I'm not really sure why we stuck in. I guess we'll get a little bit of energy on the Probopass, but probably would have been better to switch into Shiftry earlier. But we do get that Leaf Blade off. His shield's up. Looks like he was QSAing. Probably just an Ice Punch, and it is. We can tank one Ice Punch, and then he insta switches out into Alolan Sandslash. Now we make a mistake here. We go for the Leaf Blade. We should have gone for the Foul Play. Foul Play, the better move to throw at the Alolan Sandslash. Does more damage, more efficient, and we did get that extra Snarl, so we would have been able to get it off. But doesn't really matter. We're going to bring in the Probopass here, kind of hoping it is an Ice Punch Gyro Ball variant, and we don't shield, hoping that. And it looks good for us. It is just an Ice Punch, so we're going to be able to tank that. You're just going to keep going away, gets another charge move off, hoping it's still the Ice Punch. And no, it is the Ice Punch Bulldoze Sandslash, so really not great for us, and we weren't able to get that charge move off, so really just not going well for us at all. And unfortunately, again, we get that CMP tie, so we tapped on the Mud Bomb at the same time he went for the Ice Punch, so he actually got to do his damage anyway, which really isn't great for us because we could have just farmed down with quick moves. So yeah, we're not in a great spot. He brings the Whiscash of his own. We do have the shield advantage, but he has a very heavy health advantage, and we don't have the energy advantage that we could have if we farmed down the Alolan Sandslash, so really not looking good. And he shields up the Blizzard, so we're going to shield up. We've got two shields. Even if it's just a Mud Bomb, we may as well not take that damage at this point, but we just keep farming up. We don't even get to another Mud Bomb. He gets a charge move off. Gonna hope it's a Mud Bomb, and no, it is not a Mud Bomb. We go down. That's GG's, although there wasn't really a win condition for us there anyway, because we would have had to take out the whole Whiscash and then also the Poliwrath that was in the back. So we didn't have too much of a shot, but going into this next game, we do have a much better lead. Wigglytuff versus Poliwrath. Going to be able to absolutely chunk down health with this Charm, and actually get him into the yellow before he switches out into Whiscash, which is actually also a pretty good matchup for Wigglytuff. We do win in the one shield lead situation. So we're kind of thinking Wigglytuff, probably a good Pokemon against his team. If he's switching to Whiscash, looks like we were both QSAing each other, which works for us because recently we're only going to get one charge move off, whereas Whiscash kind of is more likely to build up to that 100 energy, get multiple charge moves off. So really it just worked out for us. He does get the back-to-back Mud Bombs though, so I mean, well done on that front, but we do double shield up because we reckon Wigglytuff going to be good against this team. So take down the Whiscash, and then he brings in Sandslash. So no, not the best against his team at all. Try to switch out, failed. Bring in the Whiscash. We know Whiscash probably going to be in a decent spot here. Go for the Mud Bomb and burn that last shield, and then switching back into Poliwrath, we're just going to go straight for the Mud Bomb. He does get the CMP tie, but assuming he's running Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, nothing's going to hurt us too much. It is the Dynamic Punch. We're going to be able to tank it, get the Mud Bomb off. Sounds like there's a plane flying overhead or something. I don't know if you can hear that, but we get the Mud Bomb off, finish him off with one more Mud Shot, and then in comes back the Alolan Sandslash, hoping this is just an Ice Punch and we can get another Mud Bomb, but it is a Bulldoze, so goodbye Whiscash, but also goodbye a lot of that energy. We bring in the Shiftry to try and tank a little bit more of the energy that he has stored up, because we know Shiftry not going to be great in this situation. So we go in, take the charge move, bring in Wigglytuff, go for the Poliwrath. Poliwrath going to do a nice little chunk to Alolan Sandslash, not the best, but a very considerable chunk, very much we needed in this situation. He gets another charge move off, and it is an Ice Punch, going to be able to feint us down, and then hoping that Shiftry is going to be able to take him down, and it looks like he will be able to with his Leaf Blade. Going to be able to feint down the Alolan Sandslash, and that is GG's. So getting a little bit of revenge there, tit for tat, and then going into this next battle. We do have 906 wins now. We're kind of looking at building that up a bit more from now on. But we've got Shiftry versus Alolan Sandslash, not a great matchup, but again, we know from the earlier battle that Foul Play would be the way to go. We were going to charge up, wait for him to charge up to the Ice Punch, and then hope that he throws it on the Whiscash, which he does, which is great for us. Does tank down that Whiscash a little bit, but he brings in the Wigglytuff, so really not great for us. We're going to charge up some energy, going for the Mud Bomb. We didn't quite get enough for the double Mud Bomb, the back-to-back, which we definitely should have done. So we have to kind of take another Charm, which, yeah, would have been much more ideal to go for the back-to-back, but things to improve on. He does shield that second mud bomb, so we're not in a terrible spot. We're going to bring Wigglytuff to mirror. We know that Wigglytuff is probably going to be able to get a charge move off. Yeah, and here he does. So we're going to burn one shield. We're going to take out the Wigglytuff, and that's going to be it. So he does go for the Ice Beam. It's a lower charge costy movie thing. He would have only just got to a play rough, assuming he's running Ice Beam play rough, sorry. We go for the play rough on the Alolan Sandslash, which I do believe is the right way to go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure play rough is the superior move, but he does burn the shield, so we decide to let it come through. We know we're not going to be able to get another charge move off, and it isn't a great matchup in the first place. We do get another charm off before he takes us down though. In comes the Shiftry. He does get his charge move off first, so we shield up. Don't want to take an Ice Punch, we just can if we absolutely need to, and we initially went for the foul play because it was the Alolan Sandslash, and then we switched over to the Leaf Blade because we were like, oh, he's switching to Poliwrath, but no, it was not Poliwrath, it was Noctowl, so we definitely should have stayed with the foul play. Kind of a bane of QSA, the rampant tapping, but oh well, it happens. We get the Leaf Blade and the foul play off. It's going to be able to take us down here. It's GG's. Even if we did get the double foul play, it wouldn't have been enough to turn the tide, so it doesn't really matter, but it's definitely something to be a little bit wary of going into the future, especially just assuming what they're going to switch into, but we kind of just didn't want to lose out because of QSA. So up against opponent numero uno, Gravy FC, and we have the Probopass mirror match. Now we don't have Magnet Bomb, which would be the very nice move to have in this situation, I believe. So we're just going to mirror it out, going to charge up a lot of energy. It looks like we might both be QSAing. We decide, well, we're just going to get the Thunderbolt off, and so it does go through. Thunderbolt is better than Rock Slide at least, but he does have Magnet Bomb here, a little bit of a spoiler. So Magnet Bomb comes through, hits us. It's not nice to be hit by Magnet Bomb, and you're just going to be able to get to another one a little bit quicker. So our Probopass here definitely isn't geared towards beating the other tanks, so we're just going to have to eat those Magnet Bombs, and he actually switches out into Whiscash. So we switch into Shiftry. We've still got 2 shields, so we decided to just kind of farm up a little bit of energy, shield up, because it's probably the Blizzard, even though it kind of felt like it wasn't long enough to be able to get to the Blizzard, but Whiscash just charges up so quick. It's a tricky little fish, and he does the Leaf Blade go through, brings back in the Probopass, just going to farm up some energy on us. We do get the Leaf Blade off, so looking alright so far. He burns his shield on the Leaf Blade, which is definitely good. Leaf Blade wouldn't finish off at that range, I don't think. It would definitely get close though, and with this Leaf Blade it would definitely take him down. But he burns both shields to keep that Probopass alive. We're just going to let this charge move come through. We know Shiftry done its job. Probopass probably has enough energy to be able to throw another one at any rate. So Wigglytuff would be a bad matchup against the Probopass. So we tried to switch in to eat a charge move and then switch out. But then once we realized he wasn't insta throwing the charge move, we were just like, okay, we don't want to get farmed down here and then switch to Wigglytuff. We should have thrown the charge move on the Probopass. We definitely just should have done that. But live and learn, hashtag losers learn. So we have Wigglytuff versus Frostlass, which would be a decent-ish matchup if we had a shield, but we do not. So in comes the Probopass, goes straight for the Thunderbolt. We should have gone for the Rock Slide too. So kind of just, we're stacking on the mistakes here, but hopefully we won't make the same mistakes in the actual tournament battles. And then in comes the Probopass mirror. It was actually a very tight game. If we maybe if we threw the charge move on the Probopass and taken it out and then had a little bit more gumption. I don't know. It was very close nonetheless though, and we have Shiftry versus Probopass. Not a great lead matchup here. We're going to go for the Leaf Blade anyway though. Do a little bit of chip damage if nothing else. Does go through. Takes out maybe a third of Probopass's health, which isn't great. We do get a second Leaf Blade off before he throws a charge move, so maybe he's QSAing now, but he takes it and goes into the red. It looks like he did QSA, or maybe it was just CMP tie, but gets the Magnet Bomb off. We just let it come through. We know Shiftry is not going to be great in the situation. Bringing the Whiscash, knowing that we're just going to be able to farm down the Probopass no matter what, whether he throws a charge move or not. We wouldn't need to burn a shield. He brings in Swampert, which it's probably for the best that we have some energy lined up, because Swampert can definitely spam away the Whiscash. He burns the shield on that Mud Bomb, and we try to go for the back-to-back Mud Bomb, but don't succeed there. So throwing the Mud Bomb, hits the Swampert, which is, I'm kind of just chip damage at this point, but we do have to be a little worried because he's charged up a fair bit of energy on his Swampert now. Maybe he's QSA to charge move this time. Lets that Mud Bomb go through again. I'm not sure if he was lagging there, if he tried to switch or tried to hit a charge move, whatever. It looks like we got an extra mud shot. I don't think it swung the tide of the battle in any way, but we both switch at the exact same time. And now we have Wigglytuff versus Frostlass. We were trying to just chunk down the very end of the Swampert, but I mean, this works too. We have Wigglytuff, we've still got 2 shields, so we shield up the first Avalanche. We're just aiming to charm down the Frostlass, and he actually again gets the back-to-back, so he's really doing well on that back-to-back charge move. That piggybacking 2.0. We shield up the second Avalanche, take down the Frostlass. He still has the shield, but we're going to be able to charm away the Swampert. Even if this Hydro Cannon lands, we should still be able to farm down with just quick moves. Hydro Cannon, yeah, one more charm and down goes the Swampert, so GG's there. And then going into the last battle of the video in a second or 2 or 3, and now we have Bronzong versus Cloyster. I don't think this is a good matchup. Actually, I think it might go in Bronzong's favour, just because the Confusion's kind of tanked down the Cloyster. I will definitely need to fact check that after this video, but throwing the Psyshock just to apply some pressure onto the Cloyster, and we do land that Psyshock, let's go through. It does get a charge move off, and we decide to burn the shield. We figure, if it's an Icy Wind, he's probably going to go down the next charge move. If it's a Hydro Pump, at least we shielded it. But we do to get baited there, but our attack's gone down. And now we're up against Shiftry, which isn't a great matchup to start with. But we go for the Bulldoze, hoping that it would be a little better than Psyshock, because Psyshock is resisted. Not realizing that Bulldoze is also resisted, plus the fact that our attack has been reduced. So just kind of waiting for the sweet release of Shiftry's foul play to take us down. So he does have a little bit of extra energy there. We have Alolan Marowak, which will do some super effective quick move damage, but he's very scared of the foul plays from the Shiftry. So we bring in the Whiscash, hope to burn some instant energy, and we eat the Leaf Blade, just hoping that Alolan Sandslash can come in, maybe quick move down the Shiftry without needing the 2 shields that we would ideally have. Tank a 1 charge move, hoping that it was a Leaf Blade, hoping that it was just like a quick little bait, but it was definitely not a little bait, and we get taken down very hard, and Altaria finishes off, plenty of shields still remaining. So GG's, thank you both for battles, thank you for watching, thank you to my patrons, of which we do have the identity of the 4th patron, so thank you to Miltime9458, brajSF, NegativeBen10 and NotRandyN3wman. Thanks NotRandyN3wman. Thank you NotRandyN3wman for joining the Patreon support squad. Yeah, just really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to them.